It's a pleasure and an honor for me to be here tonight as the first executive director and former executive director of Detroit City Chess Club. I am humbled, and I'm also proud to see this gathering, to pay honor and give recognition to our children. Our children get such bad publicity most of the time. It behooves us to offer them encouragement publicly and to continue to recognize their achievements. I agree with Mr. Russell that we should elevate endeavors of the mind as much as we do endeavors of the brain. I argued that point in front of the Detroit Public School Board on several occasions, and I will continue to argue it as long as I can. It does my heart good to see what we started so many years ago has been elevated to where it is now. I am thankful to all of you for continuing to support the efforts of the Detroit City Chess Club. And I still hold to the motto that I came up with many years ago. We're going to change the culture of our youth using the venue and genre of chess. Thank you for that indulgence. I'm humbled in the fact that I was asked to give brief remarks on the late Dean of Detroit Chess, Mr. Steen. I came to know Mr. Steen through observation first, as I was able to observe him in his interactions with the children who were part of the Bates Academy chess team. The Bates Academy was a strong team back in 2004, 2005, 2006. And they still are, from what I'm hearing. But back then, Bates Academy was the standard. They were the standard. And the Duffield team was the new kids on the block. We were trying very hard to attain the heights that Bates had attained. And Bates, like any good champion, should rose up and kept smacking Duffield down. Kind of reminded me of the Pistons and the Bulls. You know, Chuck Daly came up with the Jordan rules. I think Bates had some Duffield rules. But eventually, Duffield was able to take Bates. And one of the things that I observed with Coach Steen was he congratulated each and every one of our kids on that accomplishment. That was a lesson in sportsmanship. What it means to be a good sport. What it means to be just as gracious in winning, or just as gracious in losing as you are in winning. That carries, or it gave quite an impression upon me to try to impress upon our kids as we move forward. And then my second observation of Coach Steen came one day at a chess tournament out at Universal Mall. He was sitting in the concourse, and I happened to walk over. I hadn't really had any extensive conversations with him prior to this encounter, but I sat down next to him and I said, "How you doing today, Coach Steen?" He said, "Mr. Redden," and it caught me first because I didn't know that he really knew my name. But he said, "Mr. Redden, how are you? Sit down." We began to talk, and he told me something that I relayed to Coach Fight, and I want to relay it to you now because I think it's important. He said, "I'm proud to see what you all have done with those children. And he said, I'm going to tell you why I'm proud. Because, and I honestly in my heart believe that he did not say this with the intent of disparaging anybody, but he said it as a means to continue to encourage us to do what we do, or what we were doing. And he said, I'm especially proud because it's black men standing up in front of our kids, doing what you're doing. That made a great impression upon me, because for so long in our community, men did not get the recognition that they deserve for doing the right thing. You hear more about us doing the wrong thing. But this was someone who had achieved a level of respect, was giving recognition to some new kids on the block. And I appreciated that about Coach Steen. The legacy that he had forged is being continued by the Detroit City Chess Club and Coach Fight, and all the coaches who are engaged in passing on their passion, their knowledge for this game, and for the things that this game can do for them, for the doors that this game can open for them. Not many kids can say that they traveled the breadth of this country playing a game outside of vast bouncing, throwing, and catching a ball. Not many children can say that before they attained the age of 18 years old, they were jetting across the country, staying in hotels for weeks at a time, competing against kids from all over the world in a game of the mind. That's something. That's something to be celebrated. I'm thankful. And I'm so very proud that the Detroit City Chess Club has continued the legacy of the great dean of Detroit chess, the godfather of Detroit chess, Coach Steen. Let's give that legacy a hand. We have with us tonight in our midst the wife of the late Coach Steen. Mr. Steen, would you stand and be recognized? I would like to now introduce to you the founder of the Michigan Chess Festival, Mr. Alan Kaufman.